Thank you for joining XROM, which is India's first AR/VR focused podcast. And today, I'm delighted to have with me Mr. Douglas Amante and Rohit Bhunia from IASYNT. So, Douglas Amante is the CEO of IASYNT, and Rohit is the team leader of Web3O and Semantic's web development. So, Douglas and Rohit, really appreciate you taking time being part of the podcast. Why don't we start with a small, brief introduction and background about your company?
Sure. So let's start with what is IASYNT, International Advanced System of Synergy Technologies. So we are a professional organization committed to the fostering the technical innovation based on the synergies for the benefit of the mankind. Basically, we work on this in artificial intelligence, blockchain, metaverse, mixed reality, Web 3.0, and future power generation services and products.
We have a lot of ambitions to build it, designers, some products to India and around the world. Metaverse that represents the immersion, the blockchain and Web3 that represents the decentralization. And the last part is our artificial general intelligence, like artificial intelligence with adaptation, emotion, and these things. So we are working with ambitious topics, but it's our challenge to achieve all this ecosystem. Yeah.
You guys mentioned that you're building these products to benefit mankind. Let's start with maybe, how do you plan to do that? When you talk about benefiting mankind, I was on the website and I saw this product, which is called the Blaybox project, which is in lines of what Amazon Go had done, the cashierless stores, where they were leveraging artificial intelligence. Now with IASYNT Blaybox project, you guys are going to be leveraging not just AI for cashless stores, but also a Web3O layer for decentralization. Can you elaborate on this Blaybox project? And maybe if there are any consumers at this point in time, retail stores which are using this at this point in time?
Yeah, the Blaybox project, we are the project we are working on. It's basically us. We are basing means the innovation is on the supermarkets. So with more transparency, efficiency, and the personalized experiences of the people who are experiencing the day-to-day life in the supermarkets. Like if you go to a supermarket, you have to stand in a live queue. So for the billing purposes, for taking the things and all those stuff. So for making all those things efficiently. So making the billing efficiently. So we are using this, making this Blaybox project where we are using the blockchain for this transparency. The IoT we are using for the efficiency, where maybe we are using the robotic hands for the AI/ML purposes and other things. And for the personal experiences also we are getting from the other people, so that how many problem statements are they getting, and also elaborating and solving those problems we are making of this project.
The Amazon Go cashless stores, these are in US and UK. They're in far and few, but yes, the numbers are growing, because I think the entire interaction between a consumer and a retail store is going to change with the underlying layer of artificial intelligence. And now you guys are saying that it's not just going to be the layer of AI, but there's also going to be a layer of Web3O and IoT. So there are people who are working on digital twins and stuff like that. So maybe elaborate on this a little further. The underlying tech behind it, and how would this benefit the retail industry? Maybe if you can elaborate this, it'll be really nice.
I think the challenge that to work with Blaybox is to prepare the people to interact with it, because we have a lot of technology involved in this project, but we have to prepare the people to adapt with this environment, this interaction.
Obviously, I mean, there's multi-pronged problems, because we are so used to still the old traditional method of shopping where we walk in, we pick up those things, we have a queue, there's a cashier who stands over there, we make the payment and go off. Amazon Go is obviously steps ahead of making this retail experience seamless without any friction. Explain this Web3 layer, this decentralization bit, how Web3 kind of fits into the ecosystem of this Bleebox project that you're talking about.
So, see, the decentralization which we use, like in a Bleebox project which we are using, we are making a user-friendly environment for the customers we need. Okay, so like you said it first, like the people who go to that supermarkets. So they stand in a queue and wait for their turn when there would be a billing for them, or when would they get the products. Like they are going ahead and taking the products by hand. So when are they taking those products? So that's how we are using this DAO in this Bleebox, which would help them to efficiently take those products, efficiently have this billing processes, and also the efficient process in this overall in the supermarket. So basically, it's like Amazon Go, but it's a much cheap, or I can say it's a much efficient or more efficient from the Amazon Go, as we are using more about the technologies in Web 3.0, like decentralization, finance, smart contracts, and everything. So in the world of technology, the decentralization often refers to that use of distributed networks and the systems where no single entity has control over it. So, for example, the blockchain technology enables those the decentralized cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, which we can take. So, which can operate without any need of a central bank. We can operate it without the need of a central bank over it. Now, then comes the organizational decentralization, which I can talk about. Like within organizations, the decentralization involves the desperizing decision-making authorities. So, when the teams or the individuals can lead this faster and the decision making as increased in the teams can work in a more efficient manner in this organization. And for the information aspect, I can say that it relates to the distribution of the information across the multiple sources or nodes. So rather than relying on the single centralized node or single centralized source. So the internet is an example of the decentralized network. So basically, when you are talking about the retail management in the decentralization, we are using all these kinds of concepts to make this our work more efficient in this manner. Like for AI, we are making an AI products, like not products, I can say the AI applications we can make. Like it can take some orders from the clients. It can refer to our customers and then take their orders and then service with all their products. Even it calls in the billing system the same thing. So like that, we are moving at the decentralization. It's more clear, I think Mr. Douglas will be explaining.
Douglas, can you give me a user experience of the Bleebox project? If a user walks into the store, what are the benefits? If you can run me through those user experience, it'll be really nice.
So basically, we can create this decentralized network. It's the depth. All lines is work on it. After that, the people has your phone, the decentralized app, into this environment, this adaptable environment like Bleebox, and can connect and create this connection, this interaction with products, people around the environment.
Rohit, would you want to give the user journey, somebody who walks in Amazon Go versus somebody who walks in a Bleebox project store?
First of all, the Amazon Go is a much efficient manner. If a user walks in, he takes the products which he need and then goes to the bill counter and he bills himself. Okay. There's no the problem in the queues of those lines, so all those things. But I would say in a Bleebox, first of all, we are checking about the management of the products. The first thing which comes is the management of the products.
Inventory.
The products are not managed. Inventory. That's the main thing. The inventory of the products. So if the inventory is not managed enough, so how the customers won't get their products in a more efficient manner. So for that, the decentralized environment which I was talking about for all those things. It can manage the inventory. It can manage the billing systems. Like if a customer walks in, he picks a product, or he or she picks the product. He comes out of the store. He goes to the billing center. It bills itself. Or the main more in an efficient manner, he doesn't have to go inside the shop. Either he selects like this product I need, this product I need, this amount I need. So the AI or this environment, this brings the product to itself. It bills itself, and the amount is cut from the customer, and then he goes home without standing in a queue. You are getting the products. You don't have to roam around in the market for the for finding those products. So this is, I think, the rough idea which I think.
Where does the current application stand? Is it being tested? Is it being deployed? Has some retail stores tried this application, or the product service that you're building, Blaybox project?
Blaybox is not complicated to create. The problem is how the people will use Blaybox. It's complex. But Blaybox, we are developing, designer this ecosystem to work with decentralization, immersion, and artificial general intelligence.
You have stressed it earlier also. I think the awareness is the problem, because the audience are still, the consumers still don't really understand how this technology convergence of AI and Web3 and metaverse is going to help in the future of retail stores. So you guys are laying the building blocks of what could be the consumer experience, or how people shop in the coming future. Now, you mentioned that you are also working on something called as artificial general intelligence. There are people who are still working on or trying to figure out artificial intelligence, because it still is in a very narrow space and it can do a specific thing exceptionally well, and there have been lots of instances, and the hype cycle currently is of the large language model, which OpenAI created, the ChatGPT, which has become really a big thing, and there's generative AI, which has become really huge, where people have created applications which is text to speech, text to video, text to 3D, text to search, and so on and so forth. But you are saying that you guys are building on artificial general intelligence, which is the next level, which I think some of the brightest minds are trying to ponder or think of what that could be. When you're saying that you're working on or building artificial general intelligence, could you maybe define that? What could be that approach of building artificial general intelligence? Because there are, like I said, there are a lot of people around the world, some of the brightest minds, who are trying to work on it, but are nowhere close to AGI.
It's true, because artificial general intelligence is an interesting topic. The people stay scared. What will happen with a machine when have intelligence? But the complex now is how to build this architecture, because artificial general intelligence necessitates of something like frameworks, libraries, models, toolkits, APIs, a lot of things to work on it, frameworks. I think artificial intelligence is increasing the capability to work with more, not conscious, but with more power, Artificial general intelligence is the next phase, the next step, but we need to create more frameworks, all these things that I have mentioned before. I think it's the key to build this architecture to work with artificial general intelligence.
And what could be the frameworks, according to you, which could lead us to artificial general intelligence?
Yes, for example, we have OpenCog framework. OpenCog framework is a great framework that you can build these artificial general intelligence systems, but we don't have libraries, we don't have API, just it to work with artificial general intelligence. I think it will be the next phase to build this AGI ecosystem.
You have also been writing a lot, specifically in the field of metaverse uh, mixed with AI. Could you talk about how the healthcare industry is going to benefit with the convergence of metaverse and AI?
So the metaverse has a potential to add this significant value to this healthcare industry, where it can be in the ways of leveraging its immersive and interactive nature. So some ways are like you can say the remote consultancies or the telemedicine. So the metaverse can enable more immersive and realistic telemedicine experiences. Healthcare providers and patients can interact with virtual medical offices or clinics, and also improving the doctor and patient relationships, like making remote consultants feel more in a personal way. Another thing comes in medical training and education. So, the medical professionals can use this metaverse for the realistic simulations and the training scenarios, where you can see. I mean, you have like while learning the driving, you have used the simulations somehow. So, like that, in the medical training, we can use this metaverse for the realistic simulations and training scenarios. The virtual environments create those medical students and the professional practice surgical procedures, the diagnostic illness, or many other the medical purposes, all the other practices. So another thing which comes is the patient education. So patients can use this metaverse to access this interactive educational content about their medical conditions, treatment options, and wellness practices, which leads to the better informed patients who are more actively informed, more actively aware of these healthcare decisions. So, and then comes the physical rehabilitation. The patients undergoing physical rehabilitation can be benefit from this gamified experiences or exercises, which are activities within the metaverse. These exercises can be designed to be engaging and motivating the helping patients to stick to their rehabilitation plans. Like a patient is unable to move, he is in a paralyzed move, but in a metaverse, he can move further, he can play, he can do anything, he can experience a life while being is unable to stand or unable to do any movement of the kind of things. Then, where it comes to the clinical trials and the research, the metaverse can facilitate this recruitment of participants for the clinical trials and research studies. So this can be used to simulate all those tests, medical inventions, and the treatment approaches in a more convenient way. And also the data visualization analysis, where you can see the metaverse can offer the innovative ways to visualize and encourage the healthy behaviors. And for the diet management, the medical adhere, the virtual rewards and the challenges can motivate the user to adopt the healthcare, more good healthcare lifestyles.
It's interesting because when we get to design this AGI architecture with all ecosystem, with frameworks, libraries, toolkits, platforms, these are ecosystem. We get to connect with different technologies like metaverse and them apply in a lot of fields, like healthcare. I think it's the path.
You've written a lot of columns on AI and metaverse. Would you be able to kind of paint a picture of what maybe the world is going to look like in the next 5 or 10 years with this convergence of technologies? Because you guys are saying that you guys are working on artificial general intelligence, you're working on the next gen retail experience or consumer experience. So paint a picture of what the world is going to look like in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, this is interesting ambition because we believe that the technology will converge. It's not a problem. But how to connect this technology with the people, with the community, it will be a challenge. I think we have to prepare the people with communication. Communication is the key to connect all the people around the world. But we can see that artificial intelligence, metaverse will connect. The future is coming fastly, but the key will be how to connect these technologies with the community. It will be the challenge for us.
Rohit, what about you? What do you think the world is going to look like in the next 5 to 10 years?
It would be a challenging task, So I think it would be depending on the multiple factors like technology advancements, geopolitical developments, and societal changes and everything. So basically, if we talk about previously, we were talking about the healthcare. So if I talk about the healthcare, the AI and AGI could play a significant role in the healthcare, like assisting in diagnosis, treatment, drug discovery, or personalized medicine purposes. So telemedicine, which I was talking about, the telemedicine and the remote patient monitoring may be more common and improving in the healthcare services. Also in AI research, in education purposes, in climate change and sustainability purposes. So in every point of aspect, I think 5 to 10 years, the AI can develop and in a more efficient manner. But there, one more question that comes into my mind is some women who are working with the AI. A common question comes in them is like, will AGI or the AI will evolve and take over humans? So I won't say that it would take over humans, but yeah, only in a single line, I can say that AI will not replace humans, but humans who know AI will replace the humans who don't know AI, don't know to use that AI. So basically, I can say this.
Right. So that Douglas and Rohit, thank you for being part of the podcast. I think we're living in a fantastic point of time, and we need to be lifelong learners because things are changing faster than the speed of light with this convergence of technology. I think nobody knows what's going to happen in post maybe 10 years when we have artificial general intelligence. A machine that could maybe think like us or much better than us. We don't really know what the world would look like, when we have artificial general intelligence. I think the project, the Blue Box project that you guys are working on could be a game changer for the retail experience. I didn't completely understand how Web 3.0 and AI is going to converge, but I think that's the beauty of technology. I mean, because it's only we understand things only once we experience things. I mean, when we actually do so hopefully that there is more conversations like this, which creates awareness of what the future of consumer experience is going to look like. So I think we need more and more conversations which is created where we give hints of what this consumer experience is going to look like, because Amazon Go created that like a paradigm shift of what consumer experience could be, where you just walk in a store and without having to like wait in a queue, you just walk out with whatever you purchase. But now here you guys are saying that besides that, there will be like an
now is
3.0 layer into it. And I hope that like really fits in seamlessly and creates a beautiful consumer experience of the future. And on that note, really appreciate you taking time and being part of the podcast. But my listeners, if you like what you see in here, then please press the subscribe button. Until next time, see you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, Douglas. Yep, bye-bye.